More and more research I do and more learning that I'm doing on Islam, the more and more nonsense that I'm finding. Not in like Islam, like Quran and stuff, but this is like in regards to what we've been taught, what we've been told, and how people try to control the masses, how they've manipulated the deen, how certain things have creeped into our beliefs to control us. Look at human nature, how humans are. If you look into the past, it's not all hunky-dory. SubhanAllah, the time where the holy city got besieged, it was on lockdown. You had Uthman ibn Affan, SubhanAllah, dead, just lying there on the floor, and nobody could go and even bury him. This was the Khalifa. And then you have certain rulers, people taking charge, how they use scholars for dollars. For example, you can say, and how even scholars were locked up in our history for certain things, for this, what they said. How certain narratives were pushed, certain agendas were pushed, like you had with the Jewish, like you've had with Christianity, likewise with Islam, bro. It's the more you learn, bro, there's certain things that people of knowledge are trying to keep hidden from the masses, because it's going to deplete their power and authority when people start to question and think and be aware of these things. So, it's important to think with a critical mind when you hear something. Take it back to the Quran. Does it align with the Quran, the basics of Islam, with what we've been told in the Quran? Question even hadith, like we should be questioning hadith. So I'm going to say we should be questioning hadith. They're not as authentic as we've been told they are. It's a long topic we can talk about. If anyone wants to learn more about this, let me know and I'll point you in the right direction. But we need to be open-minded, and Allah is to us and how we think of Him. We need to have a good image of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And there's a lot of people that have tried to ruin the image of Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wasallam. And it's generally done through hadith. They use hadith, and really they twist the meanings of the Quran to push agendas. And the questions that you have, doubts that you have, and when people do have doubts, it's usually because of these reasons. But we just got to go back to basics in it sometimes. But it's not black and white as we thought. It is black and white as we thought, but it's not as hunky-dory as people have made out, bro. The history, and human nature, how humans are, how egos are, how power is, what money is.